Everybody, let us we will look at our syllabus, new syllabus. Maharashtra State Board has announced a new syllabus, and according to that, now we will go in detail. That is videos from Professor Balaji Ghosh, and today we will go in detail about the syllabus of chemistry. Now, according to the NCERT and CBSE, Maharashtra State Board has also declared its syllabus, chemistry syllabus, according to the NEET, JEE and CET. Means their aim is to maximum students should be they should be qualified for NEET, JEE and CET exam. So this is the main purpose behind the constructing new syllabus. Now, these videos, you will get a updated knowledge, that is from new syllabus only. Okay. Now, we will go in details of chemistry first chapter, that is solid state. This one chapter is also from old syllabus. Means they also you will get this chapter from old syllabus also. The solid state chapter. This chapter carries for 4/6, in the sense 4 marks for compulsory and 6 marks for with option questions you will appear, means you will notice in your exam, board exam. So this is the weightage of this chapter, that is solid state, and we will go in detail about this chapter. You know the states of matter. Before this, you already studied the states of matter. Now, we will go in detail in introduction. Okay, introduction of this chapter is based on your previous knowledge. Now, in that case, we will see first of all this point, that is states of matter. Now, in states of matter, you already learned there are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Beyond this, another one is also present, that is plasma state. But due to the higher temperature, we cannot stabilize that state and we cannot study in detail. So that's why we have studied up till now, we have studied these 3 states: solid, liquid and gases. Now we will look at their interconversion. Interconversion in the sense, we can convert solid into liquid, liquid into gases with the gain or withdrawal of heat. Now look at this first one, that is solid state. Solid is converted into liquid. When it is converted, I have shown here double-headed arrow, that is it shows equilibrium. Along with I have represented plus delta. Now what it indicates? Plus delta is in the sense heat is added to this solid. Now when heat is added to the solid, it converts into liquid, and again I have shown here plus delta, means liquid can convert it, we can convert it into gases. Now we will go in detail again. As we have converted solid into liquid, liquid into gases, like that same conversion we can also regain original state. How we can regain original state? Look at here. When gases, from gases, when we withdraw some amount of heat, the withdrawal of heat I have denoted with the help of minus delta. Means heat is withdrawn from gases. Means if we consider water vapor, from water vapor when we withdraw some amount of heat, they will condense and they converts into liquid water. Okay, so we have achieved this state, that is liquid, and again we can withdraw heat from liquids. Suppose in our daily today life, you are also going through some examples. For example, if I kept a bottle with water in a fridge at -4 degrees Celsius, after 12 or 24 hours, you will notice that that liquid is converted into solid. Means actually what we did there, we have withdrawn some amount of heat from that liquid and it will convert it into solid. Now we are calling that liquid as a solid ice. So this is the all interconversions which are taking place through all these states. Okay. Now I have drawn some figures here. Now let us see the particle arrangement which is present in the three different states of matter. Now for solid, below this I have drawn their particle arrangement. Now look at here. The particles are perfectly arranged, as well as if you look at their arrangement, they are closely packed. Now at the same time, we can compare the liquid particles. Look at this. There is some empty spaces are present. Means you are going to see, when you are going to see liquids, when we take some liquid in any container, it attains their shape, and it always flows towards that direction where the lower side is there. Why it happens? Because there is some empty spaces which are present in the liquid particles. So you can see here, these are the empty spaces which are present in a liquids. Okay, so this is about liquids, means there is some empty spaces are available, so liquid can flow from one point to the another point. So this is the case in case of liquid. And what about the gases? Now you are going to see gaseous state. In gaseous state or in gases, if we look at the space between two particles, it is quite more than that of the solids and liquids. Look at here. In solids, there is very less space is available. In liquids, some space is empty space is available. But in case of gases, particles are very free to move. Means there is no any force of attraction present in between these particles. Rather than some gases are also there which has some interactions. Now we are not going in detail for that point. Just for the sake of our basic knowledge, what we are looking, there is more space is available in case of gases as compared with solid, liquid and solid and liquid. In case of gases, more empty space is available. So this is the introductory part about this chapter. Now we will go in detail in next lecture about the solid state. Thank you.